Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for News 5 Now at 8 o'clock. I'm Shimani Baker. It is also August 1st. Does it feel like time is really flying by to anybody else? I feel like we were just in January and it's already August. Where is the time going? But we are here and it's still just as hot as it was a couple of months ago. John Nodar said this morning, it certainly feels like August 1st, and he's right about that. We are keeping an eye on a number of stories for you this morning. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, if you've joined us before, you know the drill. We always start off with our big stories this morning. Number 5, President Donald Trump has formally announced higher tariffs against more than 60 U.S. trading partners starting next week. This includes a handful that will have cut trade deals with the administration and dozens that haven't reached a deal yet. A White House official told CBS News the extra 7 days were intended to give Customs and Border Protection enough time to implement the new tariff rates. Canada saw a jump from 25% to 35%, as the White House says Canada hadn't done enough to stop illicit drug acts. Number 4. A viral video shows an Atmore police officer smashing a suspect's car window. The video shot from the suspect in the car showed the officer giving Miller McCaster a warning. After the officer smashed the window when McCaster refused to get out of the car, the two fought. The videos have been circulating on social media. A tag check ran on McCaster revealed he had a warrant for reckless endangerment. McCaster was charged with assault, marijuana possession, obstructing government operations, and resisting arrest. Now, although the incident happened in April, McCaster said the videos blew up on social media after getting leaked last week after he went to court. Number 3. Escambia County and the U.S. Navy commemorate a land exchange agreement to reestablish a fire station that closed about 7 years ago. Paradise Beach Fire Station number 20 has been closed since 2018 because of the expiration of a lease agreement. Escambia County is exchanging over 31 acres at O'Connor Calling Community for 5 acres of property owned by the Navy, where the fire station will be built. The exact area for the station has not yet been chosen, but the training of new personnel has already started. Number 2, a local hospital has been named the best in the region, according to the U.S. News and World Report. Baptist Hospital received the honor for how they handle heart attacks, hip replacements, pneumonia, and prostate care. Number 1 for us this morning, 5-star edge rusher Anthony Tank Jones from St. Paul's will play at Oregon next fall. Jones is considered the top high school recruit in Alabama and the 4th best high school linebacker in the nation. He chose Oregon over Alabama and Texas A&M. He made his decision live on ESPN yesterday. Jones and St. Paul's will open the season in the 47th Battle of Old Shell Road against their rivals from UMS Wright 3 weeks from today. Congratulations to Tank. That is awesome. We are moving on to our question of the day, and today that question is, what would you do if a tsunami were to hit the Gulf Coast? Now, we're talking about this because we've seen those effects happening in Hawaii, and so we want to know, if that happened here, what would you do? Ant says, probably throw a tsunami party like I throw hurricane parties. Okay. Lisa says, same thing I do with a hurricane, go north. Gwendolyn says, I'm hoping and praying that my backyard somehow turns into the biggest redfish hole around these parts. Okay. We'd probably try and host a fishing rodeo that day. All right. You're right about that. I feel like on the Gulf Coast, sometimes we don't take everything too seriously. So that sounds like something we would do. Someone says, after a tsunami hits the Gulf Coast, we could organize a fish fry with all the stranded fish. You guys are cracking me up today. I love it. Let's move over to our poll of the day, which is, should social media be banned for kids under a certain age? 134 of you all said yes. 27 said no. Let's see what you are saying in the comments. Andrew says no. Parents should be parents and decide what is right for their children, as well as being aware of and involved with what your children are doing. Misty says the problem is it won't matter. They will still find a way around it regardless of what is put in place for it. Jess says yes, but the age requirement is easy to get around. I would agree with that. I'm wondering how you would regulate that, because I'll tell you guys, this is a little secret about me. When I was in middle school, I created a Facebook page. I was not old enough to have a Facebook page, but I got around it somehow. I think I just, changed. I put my birth date, but I changed the year I was born. Kids, don't try that at home. I'm reading the comments. Someone says it's coming. I had a comment in the Facebook live chat, but it disappeared. Someone else says, what age? Because the adults out here, we're not exactly a stellar example of social media etiquette. I mean, just look at Dumpy. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. We have adults who act up on social media. So really, what will it do? Someone says, well, it kind of is anyway, but they still find a way. You're right about that, Craig. Again, I got a Facebook in middle school, and I was not supposed to have one. John says parental control. All right. We want you all to chime in on those questions and polls of the day. All you have to do is head over to our Facebook page and make sure you are subscribing to our page first and then chiming in on those questions and polls. They are always pinned to the top of our Facebook page, so you can go right to them. Brooks is commenting in the Facebook live chat and says, better pray because it's coming and it won't be good. Many will die. Thank y'all so much for being here this Friday morning. Again, it is August 1st. I hope y'all have a great Friday and an even better weekend. Stay safe and stay dry. I'll see you back here next week at the same time. Bye, y'all.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.